What is up, YouTube? I normally don't record my streams, but I am at the ending of my first playthrough of Outer Worlds 2. I don't know how long it's going to take, so I'm just going to record it. Because if it doesn't take long, then I'm going to start my second playthrough of Outer Worlds 2. We just got done defeating, killing the leader of Anti's Choice. I forgot to record that. I'm sorry if you want to see that. Watch the VOD on Twitch. Link it down in the description. Because normally I upload my VODs. But today I won't be uploading my VODs because it's going to be 2 playthroughs. I'll finish my first playthrough and start my second playthrough. So let's get into it. Let us get into it. Region. Go back to the ship. No. Okay, let's finish this up. Let's finish our first playthrough. Then we're going to get on to our second playthrough. And we will get on to our second playthrough. I will record the beginning of my first playthrough. My second playthrough, I mean. I will record the beginning of that. Are you about to return to the video? Yes. 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 Let's get it, chat. YouTube. Here we go. Here comes the engine. This is
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of
auto
being
playthrough.
reconstituted. The rift
We started
itself
with the
is
auto
also
and we went
more
with the auto
unstable than
playthrough.
ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to track. The Order have sent their forces as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Is this his idea of demonstrating might? Hell of a way to do it.
The Consul's motives are unknown. While
Not a
destruction
trucker.
may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
I've trained for impossible odds, Commander. I can face anything you throw me at. Just say the word.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Yeah.
To be so close. The rift.
It's magnificent. When we've done what we came to do.
I'll bring my healer with me this time. Bring these 2 with us. If I have to sacrifice somebody, I'm sacrificing that little money behind. Yo, what is that ship?
What in the interminable void are we looking at here? Everything that's been reconstituted appears maladjusted, imperfect, defective. That must be the Providence. Were it in other hands, I can imagine the real good it could do.
And falls to you, the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our skip drive manufacturing
Shivers, don't it?
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. Skip Drive is our legacy.
This poor boy. Someone put him back together all wrong.
Let's go melee 13. See, that's why I want melee.
Proceeding to attack.
Go for torpification. Locking them down. Torpification in progress.
Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock.
And ready. Exposed.
Combatant scan. Need some help first.
Damn, we got I have to scan into us chat. Okay, no, we'll bring him. My game crashed. Crash. Close out. Game crashed. The game crashed. The game has crashed. And the game has crashed. Game has crashed. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I need to get some food in my stomach after this. So let's second playthrough. What you guys say?
Giving the order everything they want means not giving Auntie's Choice anything they want. Then you just keep doing what you're doing.
What in the interminable void are we looking at here? Everything that's been reconstituted appears maladjusted.
No way they're gonna do anything.
imperfect, defective.
Standing by to... Enemy moving into harm's way.
I have a fix.
Torpification.
My robustness is...
They're benumbed. Not possible unless you help me first. Impossible has been incapacitated.
Damn it, I didn't have my right ability on. Fucking damn it, I hate when the game switches it.
What in the interminable void are we looking at here? Everything that's been reconstituted appears maladjusted, imperfect, defective.
The console stands at the controls of the prosecuting!
Replicator at ready status. Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down.
do it alone. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate.
You have my thanks, and I have.
And it falls to you. The eyes.
None shall stand against us.
One weapon ready, Commander. The plan isn't always subtle with its warnings, is it now?
There ain't no point in doing it since this is the end game, right?
Without the rift modulator, I doubt we'd make much progress here.
Order forces are on their way to you now, Agent. Their estimated arrival time is imminent.
You convinced the presiding bishop of the Order to alter her plans and help us. Quite a remarkable achievement.
My armor may be rated for temperatures 1,000, but I find most blankets too stifling. Let us find an alternate.
Really, game? What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck is this game doing to me?
Wasn't sure that'd work. could, but alas, it's not charged. Go for fortification.
Getting the threat. They're benumbed.
By the architect. Is there another sane person in this horrible place? They sound...
Get away from me.
Careful, Commander.
Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. What do you... Something with... How do I know you won't turn against me as well? No, everything...
Not for...
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding. You retreated without me? I know. No. I see with more... No.
Who's that?
Who? I know that was hard, but ultimately it may have been best. I can only imagine the pain of my body being rebuilt just this time.
Damn, how to kill my friend?
You may proceed, Commander. We've got supplies at the ready.
Initial observations conclude that the subject is suffering from multiple ailments.
Are you in need? Please take what you require. It's the least... The preside...
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments. Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
Yeah, I'll be on my way. How does one get to that ship? I take this ship.
Are you... Please, take what you require.
Much too close for safety. The maneuver it has dispensed. I do not like what this might imply. Taking unit in action.
Our foes are close.
Still recharging.
Still burning my strength.
Back and scan.
shall destroy them again.
Woo!
Unready.
I shall reduce them to a single cloud.
Torpificator is charged.
Take your patience. I'm not ready.
Taking the fight out of them. Torpification in progress.
Unleash on the authority of the sovereign.
Dude, why can't I revive you?
Energy. If I could, but alas, it's not charged. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Here we go. Making good progress. The Nia.
It would appear our path is barred. That rift looks exceedingly unstable.
Suggest we scour the area. The scientists here were unlikely near the caliber of the Order, but perhaps they left something useful.
Okay, don't go in the room, chat. Do not go in that room. Damn it, I gotta kill these guys again.
Unready. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Get enough. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Prepare for absolution on the authority of the sovereign.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
It would appear our path is barred. That rift looks exceedingly unstable.
Suggest we scour the area. The scientists here were unlikely near the caliber of the Order, but perhaps they left something useful.
This is Scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Council. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be holding plasma tightly around it.
That's cute.
This is very curious. Some of the science.
Damn, I need Professor back on. That's what we're doing.
Science eludes me, but this equation,
We're doing
although
science on
incomplete,
playthrough.
clearly has to do with the rift in the other room. What do you think, Commander? This equation, that's all rather intriguing.
Yeah, we're definitely doing a science playthrough next. Why do a science melee build?
Can't hear.
I sense scum and close.
Might be lying in wait.
Hello. $440.
Combatant scanned. Torpificator at ready status.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. must be the Sovereign's office. Worth a search for the equation, even if the place looks like an adult playpen.
Unlock 18. Lockpick 18. Oh my god, look at that. Damn, it's just everywhere over in there. I ain't no legendary one. There's no legendary on it. That's not. There's no legendary one.
The Sovereign's own private lab. I cannot believe how unscathed it all remains. Is it too much to hope it would remain this way?
Plagiarism. How shameful. Yet not entirely unexpected.
I should have expected that my Sovereign would have solved such a complex equation himself. What a brilliant mind. Let us return to the Rift Terminal so we might continue on our way.
And lock.
Splendid. Rift secure.
Locking them down. Taking them.
Woo! Got rid of that guy.
You must keep your proximity to dispense judgment, craven scum.
Standing by to stupefy. Apologies.
No target, no attack. Troopification in progress.
Take that over. All we need to do next is infiltrate the Sovereign's ship, stop the console, and obtain the Rift Modulator. So, typical day on the job from here.
Go.
Please report to intake
Free of
for
undue
processing.
kerfuffle.
Welcome
Now to
aboard.
unfuel that hangar.
There's no intruder here. What are you talking about?
Strange bedfellows indeed. Just wait.
Need to finish.
Multiplicator in charge.
Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
Have a fix on their weaknesses. Negative.
Adversary vulnerability.
Vulnerabilities identified.
Oh, damn, she's here with us?
About to verify my trepidation.
Back and stand. Go for fortification.
Suspected there are signs of open conflict over Timur. Come, let us coordinate. In spite of your success, both the modulator and the conductor of this ill-conceived plot are on the decks above us. Each Eneld, much on this ship, it seems, is not a precision strike team. Indeed, look for me once you have
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
This is our ship now. Well,
Please, how might this unit... No. How might this unit bolster or reduce your current doctor-patient forgetting?
well. Well. Okay, this section's clear. Moving on. Good luck, pick. Lockpick. Did I say lockpick 18 or explosives 18? Yeah, damn!
If you please make a request. Please make a request. If you are not a protector, in case of enemy attack.
Let's move on.
Impressive, Commander. I suppose it's too much to hope the Rift Modulator shall possess a similar override.
Weapon ready, Commander. We will not refuse medical support. Thank you. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Suture me up. Improve your odds.
That was fast.
No, I do not need a...
Enough! Purification in progress.
Disable security.
We either find access credentials or stick to the shadows then. Both options are certainly more efficient than raucous hostilities.
If we choose
Oh,
to
click
keep
18?
from arbitrating the
Damn.
local scientists, we may be able to gather information on where the console's modulator is stationed. I'm no scientician, yet I can see the sheer arrogance in this display. Reconstitution cannot work. It must not be allowed. Turk.
Be wary. I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. In the interest...
I shall science deck. Intruder alert.
Take whatever you want.
Back instead.
Prosecuting!
Standing by to stupefy. How could the Council believe any of this to be in accordance plan? A correction is inevitable, and such events are rarely pretty. Certainly the bread box. Fortunately, the ship makes it convenient to learn how it all works together. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
How many robots are there?
At your word, I shall charge.
Just take the keycard.
Locking them down. They're benumbed. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
To the company duty.
Man, any more fucking robots?
Accessing report. Rift restoration. Esteemed Council. After much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences.
Okay.
The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances.
Okay.
Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time.
Ugh.
All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations.
The rifts spawned from unknown reaches? This is more dire than I surmised. But at least we have the means to combat them now.
Best take that topic for now. We can't do anything with the Rift modulator yet. Not until we deal with the console. So, shall we?
Let's do this.
Your punctuality is as commendable as ever. How did you fare in securing the Rift modulator? Yet one more hindrance to overcome. Did you find anything else of note? That was not necessary. When one learned, we know that it proves definitively that life did not originate on Earth and may, in fact, exist elsewhere in other forms. I concur. This is a discussion for later, with laureates in it. I have run the numbers, and should you wish to negotiate with the Consul, you must be strategic. He will not react well to a direct attack on his character or methods early on. Regardless of what happened, the situation...
We're losing the element of surprise. So if you want to negotiate...
You should take this time to prepare, and if there is anything more...
Seems like our mission's almost complete. Before we finish this, I wanted to... It was... May... Oh...
So, there's little doubt that he must be slain. And yet, I wish there were an alternative. The Consul, there was... Let us...
Let's do this. Let's go find him.
Ah, the distinguished presiding bishop herself has deigned to join us. What a charming surprise. I might have known you'd enlist the nearest rabble in reach to crusade against me. Loyalty has eluded you for years, after all. Sentinels, if you would.
Greater numbers, greater odds. It was necessary to combat the irrationality of your foolish endeavor. By failing to show reason, you have lost your edict to rule. Now, stand down.
What's the matter with you? Have your wits been dulled? I am doing what is necessary to save Arcadia, and I'll start by ridding it of trespassers like you. Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not? I don't doubt that, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. Any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. Mind your tongue. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously caused our Vox relay to crash into Westport. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian
This guy,
of
yeah.
Arcadia. What's his is mine.
Yummy, yummy,
And
yummy,
the
yummy.
victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn. For all your bluster, you seem more concerned with running your mouth than improving your performance in the field. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
Greater Tranquility Station was a test?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Very well. Once the Rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth.
Dude, this guy's...
When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after.
Okay.
Our Matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no...
Beware, Commander. The Consul's a master manipulator. Try?
You're entirely out, and were I within reach, I would strike down this apostate dog myself. If you wish for me...
If you've a plan, I trust you to see it through. But
It's your job. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan. Do not presume to tell me... Yes, of course. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the matriarchs... Yes.
Reality would...
But you've been nothing but disappointment. You're so busy chasing figments of the...
Orlo had the wisdom...
Or that the same can be said for any... Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. Indeed. That's why my strongest supporters wholeheartedly believe in me and the Protectorate cause. So which is it? Can my people see reason, as you so aptly put it? So you say.
Madness.
You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be I will. Certainly if you had your... No. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate but
you allow your... If I had...
Do not speak to me as though I must be a report. That's not true. So they... Or this is merely a conspiracy to mislead us.
Damn. I failed. I need speech 13. Okay, so I'm gonna write down some notes for Netflix. Am I yet?
You may try.
None shall stand again.
Back and scan.
Commander, hand it!
I could, but I'm...
Assist me, will you?
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Duplicator and ready.
Enough! Locking them down.
You suffered extensive damage.
Bullshit.
I'm down in case you haven't
Oh,
noticed.
GG's, GG's. Dude. Hate melee users.
Your punctuality is as commendable as ever. Did you find anything else of note? We know it proves definitively that life did not... I have run the numbers, and should you wish to negotiate with the Consul, you must be strategic. He will not react well.
You may try to...
You should take... And if... Great.
And I'll start by ridding it of trespassers like you. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to... you are a relic of an... But now you're here. Tell me.
Greater
I was able to buy the time to enact... When the matriarch discovered but it is as the Grand Architect is... And were I within reach... It's better yet. Tell the... Do not presume... Yeah, I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. Yeah.
Reality.
But you've been nothing but disappointed. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, you are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects.
Mad.
You must know that you have little... Certainly if you had your way. No. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, But you will... If I... Do not speak to me as though I... report. the... I shall not have you mocking my... So... Or this is merely you...
To battle!
Negative.
I've eyes.
Adversary vulnerability to finish recharging first.
You must keep your blood redeemed, Commander!
Mitigating the threat. Multiplication in progress. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Energy transmitter out. Submariner shot.
Oh, dude, fucking melee keep people killing me. Dude! Teammates, you just fucking stop dying.
Your punctuality is as yet one find anything. When we know it proves definitively that life. I have run the numbers, and should you wish to negotiate, then you should take. And if
So where the fuck is this music coming from? Where the fuck is this music coming from? Don't know. And we need to craft some stuff. 340 medium. Let's go. Needed.
Greater. And I'll start by ridding it of trespassers like you. And what am I to do but carry on? You are a relic. But now you're here. What's his is mine. And the victor tell greater. I was able to buy the horizon when the matriarch discovered in our. But it is as the grand arc. And were I within reach, it's better yet. Tell them. Do not presume. Yeah, I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. But you've been the same. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, you are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its you must know that you have little chance of sway. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? I see. The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness. I will. Certainly, if you had your way, you would. No. If he even attempted to bastardize the. But you. If I. Do you want me to applaud you for your. I shall not.
Replicator at ready status. Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
Holy shit, I'm glad I upgraded my armor. Damn, I shot his head off. I can't lose his body.
If the readouts are to be believed, the rift is on the verge of destabilizing completely. But the rift modulator cannot be operated from this distance. It must be flown into the rift.
Wait, what?
That slaying the console had rectified everything. I knew I had hoped too much.
Though it may be troubling to you, this conclusion holds no uncertainty. Someone present must do this. I'd like to see your work on that proof. I will take the schematics back with me, and using the processed rift data, of course. The Order will begin production of more modulators that can be operated at a safe distance.
I only ask everyone who leaves here today to remember...
Your death will not be wasted effort. I will work to protect Arcadia.
So much for any pretext of...
All of you, stop fretting.
Can't you, I don't know, rig some form of automatic system to fly the ship from range? Is there no option but death?
None of that's necessary. Just had it done. Like...
Damn, she sacrificed herself. I wasn't gonna fly in there. Hell no.
And so in the end, Marisol Delgado calculated that Arcadia had the best chance of survival if she flew the ship herself.
Thank you. Your
She had
sacrifice won't go
come
in
to
vain.
care for the members of her team. Her sacrifice was the most efficient way to protect them. Following its destruction by the Vox station, the former protectorate town of Westport was never rebuilt. The Order left its burnt-out ruins as a monument to the horrors of war. The Order returned Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy to their original purpose, contemplating the clockwork of the universe in pursuit of solving the equation, while thoughtfully relocating refugees to another settlement. The abbot carried on as the head of the monastery, a task he excelled at in peacetime. He was assigned a new seer who lacked Wiley's ambition. They got along much better. Archivist Victor Clemens, having survived his encounter with the commander and manipulation by DeVries, ended up exiling himself into the wilderness to live a life of solitude from the Order.
Damn.
Having died at the peace talks, Augustine DeVries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Inez struggled to resume gainful employment with Auntie's choice. Fortunately, her association with the commander helped her find a spot in a combat unit as a field medic. Yet she couldn't help but wonder if life had more in store. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. With Virgil dead, Tristan became the supreme arbiter. But the Protectorate's contradictory laws proved difficult to untangle alone. Tristan was unable to evoke consistent change, and Protectorate society languished.
Damn.
Marisol sacrificed herself to save Arcadia. And while many found it unbelievable that a once legendary assassin would make such a selfless choice, her crewmates on the Incognito understood completely. Asa finally achieved her dream of dying in a rift. All it took was a daring and blood-soaked heist of a modulator to create a rift, she then summarily leapt into. Thus Asa remained a fanatical member of the glorious Dawn, spreading the truth of the rifts.
What the
to
hell?
her final agonized
What
breath.
the hell?
With full control of the archive and the modulator schematics in hand, the Order called upon all Ascendants to collaborate in one purpose, that of rebuilding Arcadia. Ruth Bissar proceeded to interface with the archive, an agonizing process that shortened her life, yet accelerated the Order's work in solving the universal equation. Decades into the future, she would be recognized as the most efficient presiding bishop in Order history. With the old auntie dead, a new figurehead was needed to keep up appearances. Company execs fast-tracked auditions for a new auntie, but it was too little, too late for the corporation's influence to recover, leaving it ripe for a hostile takeover. A grateful Order bestowed the commander with an honorary academic position, equivalent to a laureate, despite the commander's lack of peer-reviewed published work. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order attempted to help him recover without much success. He lived out the rest of his adult days at Laplace's garden, often spotted sitting by the pond and staring at the water. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift after it was closed, the Glorious Dawn heeded a new calling, seeking the modulators needed to create new rifts, so that they could die
What the hell is
indoors
wrong?
instead. The dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from Point Obviation lived on, with a Seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile, an entrepreneurial work group of chemistricians unveiled a new flavor of Purple Berry Crunch. Thanks to Order's thoughtful planning, the rifts were all closed and all colonies in proximity to Arcadia were saved. But the fate of those farther out in the galaxy remains unclear. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
That does it for our first playthrough of Outer Worlds 2. Damn, what a good. I give it a 10 out of 10, Jet. I enjoyed that game. For a first playthrough, 10 out of 10. There's still a lot of content to do. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get to do. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to start a second playthrough. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Come over and follow my Twitch channel. We're live. I try to be live on the days I don't work. I normally go live between 9 or 10 a.m. until like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Central Time. So until next time, catch you guys later.